Welcome. Thank you for joining us for Up to the Minute. I'm Dr. Lana Pigao, Communications Director for Northwest College, and here's where you can find us. We're on the Houston City District Facebook page and YouTube. We are also on X, LinkedIn, and on HTC TV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. Well, today we'll be joined by Julissa Guajardo. She's director of the film programming and development for the Pearland Texas Film Festival, a new and emerging local film festival dedicated to spotlighting student filmmakers from the Pearland and Greater Houston areas. Jules will share how the idea for the festival came to life and discuss the journey toward launching its inaugural event that will take place later this summer. We'll have that conversation with Jules coming up in about 10 minutes. But first, it's time for the latest Eagle News updates from across the Houston City College system, a place where we share the latest stories and events with students and faculty to support our mission for student success. If you have a story you'd like us to feature here on Up to the Minute, we'd love to hear from you. For general inquiries or to share story ideas, you can email us at hcc.uptotheminute@hccs.edu or give us a call at 713-718-6395. Well, for today's Eagle News, we're spotlighting HCC's cybersecurity program, which recently hosted its Program Association event at the West Loop campus. The event was designed to provide current and prospective students with valuable information about the program, career pathways, and opportunities within the rapidly growing field of cybersecurity. Faculty members and students shared their experiences in the program, offering firsthand insight into the skills, training, and support available to those pursuing a cybersecurity education. Discussions also highlighted the growing role of artificial intelligence and the importance of learning how to effectively utilize AI alongside cybersecurity practices in today's evolving digital landscape. Let's take a look.
Most people know you can't do much of anything we do anymore without some concern for cybersecurity. And also with the advancement of AI, you can't do much in cybersecurity without AI. And hopefully people understand that you can't do much AI without cybersecurity.
HCC offers to me a great community. You have professors in the field, staff that are very helpful, and the student community also, because I usually attend the Cybersecurity Association meetings, and that gives me a lot of possibility to connect.
One of the benefits of being here at HCC is that we are actively engaged with our community and understanding what those needs are. So the community can reach out to us and say, we need students who are graduating from your programs with the following areas of expertise. So we're able to be a lot more in touch with our community and provide that as a community level college.
Well, speaking of AI, the HCC Artificial Intelligence Program recently hosted its annual symposium, an event dedicated to current and prospective students interested in pursuing a degree in artificial intelligence. The symposium provided an overview of the knowledge, technical skills, and real-world experience students can expect to gain throughout the program. Attendees also had the opportunity to network with faculty members and industry professionals who are graduates of the AI program, offering valuable insights into career pathways and opportunities within the field. Let's roll the clip.
So when I was finishing my high school, I always had a love for computer science, but due to some family issues, I was not able to join the field. Then now when I saw that, HCC is offering bachelors, I hop onto the opportunity. I chose HCC because there are so many campuses that are near me, and when I took my daughter for dual credit, I had a great opportunity interacting with advisor over there, and I found them very friendly. So when I heard that they are doing bachelors and how cost effective that program is going to be for myself, I grabbed that opportunity.
Right now, I would say HCC has helped me tremendously. Prior to joining the program, I didn't really know anything other than to basically a very simple end user of something like ChatGPT. I didn't know about large language models. I came in very fresh. So building the knowledge that I have now and being able to help build this project has been tremendous.
Our project is Bright Path Speech. It's an app that can help children to practice more words, and it's basically for children with special needs or speech disorder. Our app mostly focuses on the child practicing more and more words, and also it's helping, on the other hand, the speech language pathologist to track the progress in real time.
The need is actually very large. Currently, right now in the United States, there are over 7.5 million children that have a speech-related disorder. And by 2030, it's projected that we will be in need of an additional 60,000 speech-language pathologists. But there aren't as many at this point in time. So we are trying to ease the burden on the pathologist, on the child, and on the parents. So our end goal is to get it in the hands of school districts and clinics. So we want more children to be able to have access to the help, and more speech pathologists to have access to be able to provide that help, since there is a need for speech language pathologists at this time. Okay. So along with the children having access and the school districts, we also want families to be able to have the access at home to help the child as well.
The HCC students, the one thing I see is this is the skills that are being needed. What HCC is doing is helping you prepare for what industry needs, and that's critical. And recognizing that and taking advantage of that, you're on the right path. Listen, talk, ask the questions, and engage. It always helps. Network with the opportunities, the professors, the other students, like the students that are working in industry. Network with them, learn from them. That diversity is key of helping to make your future, but come in with a passion that you will enjoy, of what you want to do for the future.
Well, that's all the Eagle News we have time for today. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have a conversation with Julissa Guajardo about the Pearland Texas Film Festival.
Here in Houston, we're always planning the next step.
That step starts at Houston City College.
From caring
To creating.
to coding.
HCC is the college Houston needs. Take your next step here.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD. Many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone?
We provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do.
My grandmother had Alzheimer's, and I remember we were all in the hospital room, and for like 10 seconds she recognized who we were, and then it was gone. So it's like a thief. It's taking away memories and who you are as a person. Over 5.5 million Americans have Alzheimer's. That number may double by 2050. For more information, visit rightfocus.org.
When faced with complex challenges, there are people who come together to solve problems and transform lives. That's us. We are Rotary. We work with community partners to build green spaces for all to connect with nature and each other. We support local youth through mentorship and literacy programs. We're committed to causes that improve lives everywhere. Find your cause and take action with us.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. love your mind.
Dear coach.
Dear coach.
Dear coach, they don't teach you that inner strength is the most important kind of strong. But you taught me that.
They don't teach you how to build confidence in yourself or how to deal with all the pressures all at once. But you taught me that.
First tee was more than golf. It's where I discovered what I'm capable of.
You didn't just prepare me for 18 holes. You were preparing me for every day of my life. Learn more at firsttee.org.
Welcome back. It's that time of the year when students and faculty members are looking forward to a well-deserved break from the classroom and making plans to enjoy local events and summer activities. For the film community, it also marks the beginning of a new festival season as film festivals across the region begin accepting submissions from a diverse range of filmmakers. Student filmmakers now have an exciting opportunity to showcase their work. Those whose projects are based in or were filmed in the Pearland area still have time to submit their films for consideration. This is a final call for eligible students to share the results of their hard work with the broader community and gain valuable exposure through a local film festival platform. Joining us today is Julissa Guajardo. She is the Director of Film Programming and Development for the Pearland Texas Film Festival. She's here to discuss the festival's inaugural season and the exciting events planned for later this summer. Welcome, Jules.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, this is my first time, I guess, doing a film festival, and we've had amazing support from the city of Pearland, Visit Pearland, their tourism department, because they are designated film-friendly city. And so the amazing Rebecca Burns, who's like the filmmaking liaison there, has been very active in the community, going to a bunch of the other film meetups that happen around town and in Houston, just kind of promoting Pearland as just a film-friendly city and connecting local filmmakers with the resources that they have there. And they have this cultural arts grant that they have every year. And so the nonprofit that I work for, the Lone Star Capital Diamond Foundation, kind of went ahead and presented the idea of well, let's have a PLTX film festival. So that way we can kind of bring in the whole community together to celebrate film.
Yeah, I think it's important that Houston be promoted as a filmmaker's paradise because there's a lot of great filmmaking going on. So I think it's really important to have those festivals to showcase all the filmmaking going on. Well, as the Director of Film Programming and Development, how does the festival align with the mission of the Lone Star Capital Diamond Foundation to empower those underserved communities through the arts?
Yeah, so I myself am a video producer and also the president of the Lone Star Capital Diamond Foundation. She's a color production producer. She runs the Sweetbread Color Company along with Dan Diaz, who's like a very big name here in Houston, to get your color done. And so between her and I, we saw a need for building community and making a more equitable and environment for filmmaking. We have a lot of resources all around Houston, but they usually benefit the greater city, the metro area more so. And so we started focusing as well, what about the surrounding areas? Because most of our friends and filmmakers and partners in crime, they actually live around the city of Houston, not necessarily within the city limits. And so we want to make sure that we bring that art form out there to the suburbs and really inspire people. Because originally I'm from Cypress. I'm not even in Pearland, but I'm also within the outskirts of Houston. And I got involved in filmmaking and just trying to find community. And I found it mostly within the city. So now we're trying to like reach out and like branch out and like bring in more support from the surrounding areas, because we need community. Like there's power in numbers. And so just like showing people is like, hey, this is a venue or an avenue for like a career, then we can develop more projects and get more support. Just recently, there's a Senate bill that passed to provide more tax incentives for filmmaking here in Texas overall, but Houston right now does not have the proper infrastructure to really support it, but we need to create that support. And so that's what we're trying to do.
Well, you mentioned Pearland's Cultural Arts Grant and the Lone Star Capital Diamond Foundation. How has that support helped bring this vision to life?
Yeah, the cultural arts grant is a matching grant. So we asked for $3,000, and with the positioning of that, we would provide also $3,000 with other sponsorships. So they've also been able to connect us with amazing venues, and all of the venues that we're going to be visiting, they are fully in support of this festival, and they are also open to have more filmmakers be in their spaces, like rented out for either their film projects or their film screenings, whatever they need. And so that they've been able to connect us marvelously with also the Hilton Garden Inn. So like we have a hotel where people can stay at a discounted rate under the PLTX Film Festival, and we'll be hosting all of our short film showcases there. And it will also be like our little starting point for our location scout tour that we have planned for the main day, which is Saturday.
Well, opening night will feature a surprise film screening and a collaboration with the Houston Post meetup. What can attendees expect from that kickoff event, and why was networking an important component of the festival?
Yeah, we will be featuring a film that was made around, we can't disclose it just yet, but it was actually filmed in Pearland. And so we want to like show the audience like, hey, people have come here and done films here, and we want to provide that support. And then afterwards, after that film screening, we will be collaborating with the Houston Post meetup, which they've been ongoing for like the past year and a half now, to provide a space for people who work in post-productions, whether it be editing, sound design, coloring, kind of get together and just, talk shop and be able to build that community, because community is everything for us. It's like how Mariela and I see it. If you have people there to support you, you can get much farther in your career. And so, some people could gain too many jobs and be like, well, I have this one friend that also does the same thing, so you could hire him. Like, if you can't hire me, like at least hire him. So like, we all can share the wealth around here. There's enough projects for everybody. So as long as you build out the community and have that networking, you can also build out your reputation here.
Well, the short film showcases highlights of Texas-made films and Pearland-made films and student productions. What types of stories and filmmakers are you hoping to spotlight through this program?
We are hoping to get some amazing work in to really highlight just the spaces that we have here in Houston and in Pearland specifically. A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people think of Texas as like, oh, there's like just a bunch of ranch hands around and people riding horses everywhere, and like that's not the case. Like we have such a diverse landscape of different things, and also with just the cultural diversity that we are able to host here in Houston, we have so many spaces. For our location scout tour that we have planned on Saturday, we're going to Lit Java, which is like a Black-owned, woman-owned coffee shop. We're going to their local cemetery, which a lot of filmmakers love having like a nice open field outside with like a very foresty type of setting. We'll be going to the police department. The Pearland Police Department is open for people to go in and like use their jail cells for that, like so that you don't have to build out these sets. Like there are sets already built out for you. You just need to be creative in how you approach it. And we'll also be visiting the Fenwick Nature Center, I believe is what it's called. But yeah, also a very amazing open space of like very nature-filled space, but we also have a lot of buildings and, set out to film in.
Well, student filmmakers can compete for a $500 grant to support their next project. Why was it important for the festival to invest directly in emerging filmmakers through this award?
I don't think there is enough support for filmmaking at the moment, especially for the arts. Houston is more of like a commercial landscape. But if we are to support student filmmakers to really build on their voice, to create the art that they want to create, then I think we are able to better diversify the contents that we are consuming. I feel like a lot of the times, like we see a lot of like Hollywood stuff, and at least for me, it doesn't seem as original as it used to be. A lot more original content is being created by student filmmakers, as we've seen, especially the past few weeks with Obsession and Backrooms, like how that skyrocketed. And those are, you know, Gen Z peoples who just started doing their things and they got the support that they needed to get their work done. And so we want to create something like that. To really support student filmmakers and help them create more content that better represents everyone in Houston.
Well, one last question and quickly, what is your long-term vision for the Pearland Texas Film Festival? And how do you hope it impacts the film industry here in Houston in the coming years?
Well, we definitely hope to be among other different film festivals happening here. We really want to support and like really show that Pearland is the creative hub. Like Houston is there, but Pearland is also like right near it. So you don't have to necessarily get the Houston prices. Like Pearland is a much more affordable, a much more valuable, a much more spacious location to host your film communities in, but still get a lot of that Houston-esque feel, but just outside of it. And you have Rebecca Burns, who's already like readily available to help you with whatever you need in getting your art made.
Well, Jules, for students and aspiring filmmakers who may be considering submitting their work or attending the festival for the first time, what would you say to encourage them to get involved?
Honestly, just being present is the most important part, like just showing your face, showing that you're willing and able to be a part of the community will really get you noticed by the right eyes. You know, people will always talk about you behind closed doors. So if you want to make sure that they are still talking about you and recommending you, like you have to show up and just show you're willing and eager to be a part of it all.
Well, thank you, Jules Guajardo. We really appreciate your time and we look forward to your festival.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, coming up after a quick commercial break, I'll return with some save the dates announcements.
En Houston, siempre planeamos el siguiente paso.
Ese paso comienza en Houston City College.
Del cuidado.
A la creación.
A la promoción.
HCC es la universidad que Houston necesita. Tu siguiente paso es aquí.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Dear coach. Dear coach.
Dear coach, they don't teach you that inner strength is the most important kind of strong. But you taught me that.
They don't teach you how to build confidence in yourself or how to deal with all the pressures all at once. But you taught me that.
First tee was more than golf. It's where I discovered what I'm capable of.
You didn't just prepare me for 18 holes. You were preparing me for every day of my life. Learn more at firsttee.org.
Welcome back. Here are some important news and announcements coming up in the Houston community. Swift Coding and Robotics starts soon, so register now. Houston City College's Digital and Information Technology Center of Excellence invites high school students with an interest in STEM to join an exciting hands-on summer camp focused on Swift coding and robotics and graphic design and AI. This free week-long summer camp is designed to inspire students from underrepresented and underserved communities by introducing them to emerging technologies and high-demand career pathways. And that's happening June 8th at the Felix Fraga campus. Well, as part of the HCC culinary program, students prepare and serve a set prefixed menu each week while enrolled in the a la carte cuisine course. These public fine dining events are offered in the summer from June to July. Proceeds from this event support our students. Tickets are required to ensure that we set up our dining room properly and prepare enough food for service. And that's happening June 11th at 11 a.m. and until 1:30 p.m. at the Culinary Arts Building. And Biology Day is an immersive half-day outreach event that invites prospective students to explore healthcare and science programs. Participants engage in hands-on bioactivity labs, tour specialized simulation facilities, and connect with professionals at a career fair. And that is happening June 18th from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at Coleman College for Health Sciences. And the Blueprint for Success invites students and the community to turn their business ideas into a clear, compelling, and investor-ready plan in this hands-on workshop. Presented by Julie Irvin Hartman, learn how to define your value, target the right customers, and build a financial roadmap that supports growth and smart decision-making. Every participant receives an editable business plan template and guided worksheets to put ideas into action. And that's happening July 30th at the Braes Oak campus. Well, summer enrollment is open. For more information and to register, visit hccs.edu. And we will be highlighting more of the great programs here at HCC during the next few shows. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining us on Up to the Minute. We'll see you next time.